Karen thought she could intimidate me with a phone call to the cops, but when she realized who actually owned the land, her entire HOA collapsed in minutes. It all started on a sunny afternoon. I was inspecting the property I had recently inherited, a large tract of land my family had owned for generations. I had planned a quiet weekend of maintenance and a little fishing. Out of nowhere, Karen, the notorious HOA president, stormed up the driveway, clipboard waving. "You're trespassing," she yelled. "I'm calling the police." I raised an eyebrow. "Trespassing? This is my land, Karen, every inch of it, and your HOA doesn't control a thing here." She smirked, dialing her phone. "We'll see about that." Within minutes, red and blue lights flashed across the property. A squad of officers pulled up, expecting some kind of HOA violation. Karen turned to them, pointing furiously. "This man is trespassing," she shouted. "He's refusing to comply with HOA rules." The officers approached cautiously. I handed over the property deed, along with zoning and ownership documentation. Their expressions shifted instantly. "Ma'am, he owns this land. You've been misrepresenting your authority. Filing a false report is illegal." Karen's smug grin vanished. She paled and started muttering excuses, but the officers were unimpressed. Her HOA had been operating under the false assumption that they controlled the property, but legally, they had no authority. I contacted my attorney immediately, filing for the dissolution of the HOA on my land. The legal paperwork went through that same day, and Karen's organization was officially disbanded. Notices went out to all members. The HOA no longer existed, and any attempt to assert control over the property would be considered trespassing. Neighbors who had witnessed the spectacle whispered and took photos. Karen, once considered untouchable, was now completely powerless. Her authority, built on assumptions and intimidation, had crumbled in front of everyone. I returned to my porch, watching the sunset over my property, peaceful, quiet, and entirely under my control. Karen's mistake had been monumental. She had confused confidence with power, and in doing so, she had lost everything she thought she controlled. From that day forward, my land remained mine, Karen's HOA was gone, and the lesson was clear. Never underestimate the legal